Anyone can use the CBDC, which is a form of digital currency. It would enjoy complete support from the United States government and oversight from the Federal Reserve. The advantages of this over existing payment methods include faster settlement of payments, simplified cross-border commerce, and increased access to capital for more individuals. The possibility of creating government-backed digital currencies has been considered by more than 130 nations. Already, Saudi Arabia and India have consented to trial initiatives, including Russia and China. In spite of growing clarity regarding the inner workings of digital currency, the United States lags far behind, with a digital euro pilot program perhaps beginning as early as 2028. It is now quite obvious that XRP is lawful in the United States thanks to these remarks from Congress. More than only financial and commercial organizations should use this. For what reasons should individuals from every corner of the globe rally behind XRP? Particularly by the Federal Reserve of the United States to be utilized in transactions within the United States and abroad. The United States Congress is cognizant of the global shifts taking place. Countries such as Brazil and India, Chinese and other national central banks are utilizing the XRP system to create digital currencies. To ensure they are not left out of this transformation, the United States is collaborating with Ripple, and you can probably guess which companies they support. Your point is valid, Ripple. The governments of Russia, India, Brazil, and Kazakhstan are collaborating as members of the BRICS alliance. Central banks in South Africa and China have developed digital money systems, and the United States is following suit. If you want to see how Ripple and the US Federal Reserve have discussed CBDCs since 2015, I can play you a movie. This background information demonstrates Ripple's strong teamwork and the amount of effort that goes into its development. While keeping an eye on the public battles between the SEC and Ripple, they collaborated, which boded well for Ripple's chances of winning the SEC case. Recall Ripple's presentation before the Federal Reserve. Ripple and the 2015 official launch of the Now payment system were not mentioned by the Federal Reserve. However, additional research suggests that the Fed may have discussed a potential collaboration with a blockchain firm that could enable payments with transaction times of only 3 to 5 seconds. Gary Gensler had spent a decade working for the SEC opposing Ripple, but he had previously spoken extensively on the potential uses of Ripple by the US Federal Reserve. Gensler expressed confidence that the Federal Reserve could integrate Ripple and XRP into its payment infrastructure. A popular Ripple payment partner that employs the Let's Dissect This Riverbank is now utilized for both local and international transactions. Finally, the net system can be officially referred to as a FedNet billing system component. Because RippleNet's Xcurrent and Ripplet systems integrate with FedNet's payment system, any bank, including Riverbank, can tap into XRP's liquidity through its database for on-demand transactions. Also, with Riverbank's recent merger with the Federal Reserve, the usage of XRP in Ripplet, Current, and Rapid is now crystal evident. The demands of international trade and the expansion of XRP's usage and applications can lead to a rise in its value. Spike XRP and keep it if you're around. These developments bode well for your company since they demonstrate that major banks are beginning to see the value, speed, and affordability of blockchain technology such as Ripple's. There has been significant shift in the financial industry as well. The subsequent acts of banks like Riverbank and Gary Gensler's backing are merely the beginning. Before we go any further, it's important to note that as more financial institutions become familiar with and utilize XRP and comparable technologies, the sector as a whole will experience the ripple effect. I am pleased to announce some excellent news. If you watch my videos, you could win some XRP. To gain access, just complete these 3 easy steps. This video deserves 5 stars. If you want to tell your friends about this, click subscribe, enable notifications, and click again. View the film. Not only does the Federal Reserve of the United States have an interest in it, but we also have a tendency to embrace new ideas, and this is true worldwide. That's the way the promise of XRP is fulfilled. Digital currencies are used by several nations, such as the EU and the UN. View our videos to learn more about the XRP's applications in the Digital Euro project in Europe and the UK's CBC. Investigating its capabilities is the current focus of the Euro project. Emphasize once again our central argument. The US is interested in XRP for facilitating effective cross-border transactions, which go beyond CBCs and encompass both domestic and foreign transactions. They aren't merely considering it as a potential CBDC, as we discussed in the previous film. Things having to do with money. Let's investigate the implications for XRP's value. Moving ahead, the value of XRP will likely fluctuate as its adoption rates rise, particularly among major financial institutions like the Federal Reserve System of the United States. One major factor in determining the value of a digital asset like XRP is its interoperability with major financial networks. It helps with transactions right now, and it also makes you look good in the long run. The rapid evolution of the global financial system and the growing significance of cryptocurrencies are direct results of the increased need for cheap and fast cross-border payments brought about by the broad adoption of digital transactions. This is particularly true for well-established ones like XRP. When major nations and banks support XRP, it will be able to stand out to investors and enthusiasts. There is hope for XRP's future now that it is gaining backing and connections. The company's progress is reaching a critical point at the moment. Being abreast on global events is essential for every company venture. Take note of any changes and act accordingly. Is it possible, after much deliberation, for XRP to reach $10,000? We will go into more detail about this in due course, but for the time being, know that organizations outside of North America are showing a growing interest in Bitcoin. A lot of people in the crypto community have been wondering this. Many look to the XRP system as a yardstick as the cryptocurrency industry expands. Digital currencies are already legal in over 130 countries. The range of possible values is staggering, from $10,000 to a whopping $35,000. Given the possibility of a connection to the international CBC central bank, this is even more evident. What does the functionality of digital currencies imply for nations that are considering their adoption? According to VHILL Capital's managing director, if XRP gains widespread acceptance and is perceived as a medium ground currency, perhaps everyone will be able to use it to send and receive money abroad in the future. This indicated that XRP will play a pivotal role in the transfer of substantial global wealth. The ledger, despite the abundance of XRP due to high demand, its value has the potential to soar, ultimately reaching a range of $10,000 to $35,000. The range that is being closely monitored by both professionals and fans is this one. Keep in mind that these videos are purely for entertainment purposes and do not contain any serious information. Being a financial expert is not my job description. I constantly advise individuals to consult experts and conduct their own research before making any major financial decisions. Much obliged for your time. If you enjoyed the film, please hit the like button. If you would want to be notified as soon as I publish new content, make sure to enable the alert. Your appearance in the upcoming film is something I'm really anticipating. Take caution.